Hello, everyone. I hope everybody's having a great day. Um, I am actually testing my platforms, seeing how everything actually broadcasts before my webinar and live stream on the 1st. I wanted to get on today, which I normally do some sort of a um, post in my social media with some tip or some observation. And I decided to get on today because it's been a long time. I haven't done a post like this in an awful long time for a lot of reasons. Most of them were because I had to go back, reset my goals, reset my intention for being on the air. And I had to deal with some things, just some personal things and work things. And here I am, your work doctor, back on the air with the goal of helping all of us improve brain health and mental and emotional wellness. This is not medical advice. This is my personal, educated, personal opinion that I'm sharing with you. The topics I'll be tackling in this next year are meant to help you either A, seek therapy, which I highly recommend, something I do, something I advocate doing, especially if you have an area of your life that you're not showing up how you want to. I also advocate for self help because you are an expert in you. No matter who it is that's coming to you with advice, always question whatever makes you weak willed. Always question something that attempts to control you because not even God will do that. You are in control of you. You have been with you your whole life, and you are an expert in you. You're good, you're bad, and you're ugly. Even things that you repress can be called up. And uh, I actually believe a lot of our spiritual struggles, our emotional struggles, our mental struggles are because we are repressing something. And God puts his finger on things. And something he put his finger on with me last year was humble bragging. Yeah, humble bragging. I gave a couple of terms a couple of weeks ago. This one, man, it's super prevalent. Humble bragging. Can I tell you what it is? And it might surprise some of you guys because of social media and its advent and the fact that social media has made everybody a social broadcaster and made everyone falsely assume people want your opinion. People want to know what you think. It's really bad. Um, because we don't know how to just zip it sometimes. One of the reasons I believe I was uh, pushed in my spiritual walk, I was pushed to stop humble bragging. Humble bragging is false humility. Yeah. And it's very unlikable. It, it's why social media leads to so much distress, disdain, comparison, all kinds of things. So let me give you the definition of humble bragging. Humble bragging is making a seemingly modest, self critical, or casual statement or reference that is meant to draw attention to one's own admirable or impressive qualities or achievements. People who humble brag sacrifice a whole lot. As I said, it's false humility. It also leads you to overcompensate. It's steeped in feelings of shame. And it also is the altar of, you place a humble brag on the altar of appearances, keeping up appearances, trying to seem something that you're not, or not face scrutiny or face someone else not liking what you are or who you are. And it's something that, as I said, personally, I was called on the carpet for. I was called on the carpet, not just um, from uh, a personal desire, but in some of my therapy sessions, I was told, you don't take a compliment well. You always deflect your compliments. This old thing, or yeah, I did that. No big deal. Girl, it was hard. Um, Rather than just go ahead, state the accomplishment, state what you got from the achievement, and move on. Yeah, it really is a sacrifice we do in shame. We do it to boast without looking like we're boasting. It's fake. It doesn't allow you to acknowledge the truth of an achievement. It doesn't allow you to accept compliments and even admiration for your success, for your hard work, for your outfit, for your talk that you did that was super successful, for the work that you were able to go after and obtain. Now, why do we humble brag? I'll tell you why. And I'll tell you with facts and not just my opinion. Okay? It was said, when faced with the choice to honestly brag or deceptively humble brag, people normally default to the false humility humble brag because we're afraid that someone will look down on us or think we're better than them, or all of the shame and humility that um, comes with self presentation that gets under the skin of people not doing what you're doing, not doing the work themselves. So it's an attempt to the community, it's an attempt to stay part of the group. And it really is, it's fake. And it's something I've worked on all year. And let me tell you just some of the things and some of the ways that you can stop humble bragging. If it's something you listen to what I said, you've listened to what I've called it, and it bothers people. It's a very unlikable thing. So, how to stop humble bragging? First thing you do, honor your own emotional triggers. Be honest with yourself. When you've accomplished something big and you're proud of yourself, does that emotionally trigger you into wanting to stifle that information, hide it, make sure nobody else knows, or make sure nobody thinks you think you're better than them, which is totally up to them? No, you can't make someone feel any kind of way. That's their choice. good or bad, whatever you do, it's on that person how they receive. See, I can take you to water, I can't make you drink. I can tell you where to look, I cannot tell you what to see. So, the first thing to do to help you overcome humble bragging is recognizing your own emotional triggers. And the second thing you could do, stop the comparison trap. And again, as I said earlier, this is epidemic on social media. It's epidemic because of the filtered, doctored images we present on social media are two extremes. It's either the overtelling and oversharing of personal information for sympathy. It's a false self-presentation. Or it's everything's perfect, nothing's wrong. Look at me, I'm hashtag goals. Look at our relationship as hashtag goals. All of these extremes. When the truth of the matter is most of us are somewhere in the middle. 99% of us not really needing attention, not really needing people to focus on us, or we're over here compensating and giving a false image that has a reckoning someday. Okay? So, why am I sharing this with you? One, as I said, I'm testing my platforms. Two, this is my normal weekly post that I'm getting back to starting in 2024. And three, it's a precursor, pre advertising for the webinar I'm doing on January 1st with Dr. Lee Richardson from the Brain Performance Institute. We will be on air the first day of 2024 talking about mental, emotional, and self presentation in a healthy way. We'll be both sharing our own personal stories. I will be sharing online courses. So if you stay throughout the presentation, you're going to get advanced knowledge of my online courses that are available for you. And then finally, the big thing is you'll get information to either lead you to the conclusion you need some personal therapy, and I'll give you resources for that. I always do every broadcast, or you have enough information to do some self help, some self seeking. So, with that said, now you know what I'm talking about. Now you know when. And then I gave you a little tidbit about something I've personally been dealing with this year. It's been the entire year because I've achieved some great things, really great things. Haven't talked about them publicly. Some of them I'm going to be forced to because it'll be in the media and in the news. But in one of my therapy, which, yes, therapists get therapy, smart ones too, I was told you don't take compliments well. You don't sit with that achievement and give yourself a pat on the back. You deflect. You always deflect compliments. If someone says something about how you look, you instantly push it away when you should take it. Don't necessarily embrace it because people can flatter for their own purposes, but learn not to have an emotional trigger when someone pays you a compliment. And don't resort to humble bragging. Humble bragging is so unlikable. Go ahead and state the truth. Yes, that was a good accomplishment. Yes, I did well. Yes, I look nice today. Leave it at that. So much more likable than the alternative. So when you say sit down, be humble, sit down and be humble for real. Okay. Again, just a little tip, something to help test everything. Everything looks good. I'm hopeful when I get back on my webinar and my live stream, everything works as good as it's working today. And do you know, I don't look at the numbers of who's actually watching me when I'm live because I've learned people watch me after. It's the rebroadcast that people normally watch. So I'm checking um, a few things here so that um, everything is working really good. Um, Audio's working good. I'm checking that. I'm going to change backgrounds again and see if blurring works. Yeah, that looks weird. Don't like that. Definitely don't like that. That looks fake. So I'll find some good uploads to do for my background. And then recording, making sure um, that the cloud recording is done so that um, my guests can have it for their social media presentation when I have guests. Okay, I'm going to take this background off because I don't like it. I don't like that one either. So, anyway, we're just going to go with no background. Okay. So, I've got to try a slide. So, just hang on if you're still watching up to this point. I'm taking the virtual background off. I'm going to do a green screen. And then I'm going to check my microphone. I'm going to also present so that I can show. I'm going to upload a file. Just so it definitely won't be my tax returns, but just so you can see something. Hopefully it'll be a good picture. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up a picture. And I'm going to present, but not that. Let me try another thing. And again, this is all testing. I plan to do about 20 minutes of being on air, sharing some information so it's not a total waste of your time. And so that you can, so that I'm ready to go next week when I'm having my, ooh. Yeah, and the shame about this is you really can't practice. You have to do it. Where are my pictures? This is funny. Anywho, yeah. So I'll go back through here and find some pictures and play with this when we're all done here. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. This is really something else here. But it's okay. I'm not going to worry about this because for some reason it's just giving me really weird picture options while I'm online. But I'll figure it out. Okay. All right. So that be that. You guys have a blessed rest of your day. Check in with yourself about humble bragging. Check with your emotional triggers. Find out why, when you're paid a compliment or you achieve something great through hard work and perseverance, why do you deflect that? And then stay out of the comparison trap. Only you can do what you do like you do it. And yes, a compliment is fine. Somebody admiring you, it's fine. And those of you that, when somebody is self confident, you think they think they're better than you, shame on you. Yeah, I said it. Work on your own self esteem. Okay? Work on your own self esteem so you can feel good about yourself. Okay? Bye. Have a great rest of your day.